This one is a super vintage book. It's called 100 Best Poems for Boys and Girls. This is my great-grandmother, Beryl. That's her maiden name, her last name, maiden name. And the copyright on this book is 1930. So this is going to be part one because there's a lot of poems in here. The day before April. The day before April, alone, alone, I walk in the woods and sat on a stone. I sat on a broad stone and sang to the birds. The tune was God's making, but I made the words. Cobwebs. Between me and the rising sun, this way and that the cobwebs run. Their myriad waving lines of light dance up the hill and out of sight. There is no land possesses half so many lines of telegraph as those the spider elves have spun between me and the rising sun. Barefoot days. In the morning, very early, that's the time I love to go. Barefoot where the fern grows curly and the grass is cool between each toe. On a summer morning, oh, on a summer morning, that is when the birds go by, up the sunny slopes of air, and each rose has a butterfly or a golden bee to wear. And I am glad in every toe, such a summer morning, oh, such a morning, summer morning. Roads. A road might lead to anywhere, to harbor towns and quays, or to a witch's pointed house hidden by bristly trees. It might lead past the tailor's door, where he sews with needle and thread, or by Miss Pimm's the milliner's, with her hats for every head. It might be a road to a great dark cave, with treasure and gold piled high, or a road with a mountain tied to its end, blue humped against the sky. Oh, a road might lead you anywhere, to Mexico or Maine, but then it might just fool you and lead you back home again. Hiding. I'm hiding, and no one knows where, for all they can see is my toes and my hair. And I just heard my father say to my mother, "But darling, he must be somewhere or other. Have you looked in the inkwell?" And mother said, "Where?" "In the inkwell," said father, but I was not there. "Then wait," cried my mother, "I think that I see him under the carpet," but it was not me. "Inside the mirror's a pretty good place," said father, and looked, but saw only his face. "We've hunted," sighed mother, "as hard as we could, and I am so afraid that we've lost him for good." Then I laughed out loud and wiggled my toes, and father said, "Look, dear, I wonder if those toes could be Benny's. There are 10 of them, see?" And they were so surprised to find out that it was me. Little tiger cat. Little tiger cat with the spotted face, do you think you found a baby jungle place? Going through the grass, stealthily and slow? Are you waiting to jump out and scare the folks you know, and send them running to the house as fast as they can go? Little tiger cat, it's no use at all. No matter what you think yourself, you're rather tame and small. And with all your hiding and your stern contemplation, you cannot scare a single one of high or low station. And so there's no use trying to be like your wild relation. The animal store. If I had $100 to spend, or maybe a little more, I'd hurry as fast as my legs would go straight to the animal store. I wouldn't say, "How much for this or that? What kind of a dog is he?" I'd buy as many as rolled an eye or wagged a tail at me. I'd take the hound with the drooping air that sits by himself alone, cockers and carns and wobbly pups, for to be my very own. I might buy a parrot all red and green, and the monkey I saw before, if I had $100 to spend, or maybe a little more. The circus. Friday came and the circus was there, and mother said that the twins and I, and Charles and Clarence and all of us, could go out and see the parade go by. And there were wagons with pictures on, and you never could guess what they had inside. Nobody could guess, for the doors were shut, and there was a dog that a monkey could ride. A man on the top of a sort of cart was clapping his hands and making a talk, and the elephants came. He can step pretty far. It made us laugh to see him walk. 3 beautiful ladies came riding by, and each one had on a golden dress, and each one had a golden whip. They were queens of Sheba, I guess. A big wild man was in a cage, and he had some snakes going over his feet, and something said he eats them alive, but I didn't see him eat. We'll take a break there. Hope you enjoyed those awesome vintage poems. Check out part 2.